Govinda Mridanga give to Mama? Baba, clean Mridanga. Okay, this year. Du musst auch jetzt muss so leid sein. Live Mridanga. Egal was, du musst das tun. So, sollst du stehen? Ja, schauen. Das hast du ja sicher gegeben. Da kannst du dir die Zeit übernehmen. Sind wir schon ohne Maharaj? Der andere ist dann mit dem Muni mal geklärt, ne? Ich kenne alle, weil er weiß. Ja, Muni Maharaj. Ich kenne den, ja. Oh, die gleich alles ist. He asked the change. Okay. No, we can change it nicely, then change. Chidam Rasta.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna,
Maharaj, please. Maharaj, Sunday, festival, please.
Yes. 2 minutes.
Kripa Koro, Maharaj, please.
Problem starts. No problem. Kitchen starts, problem starts. Jai Jai Radha Govinda Hari Bol. Jai Jai Radha Govinda Hari
Satvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Bodam Jagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vidamscha Agyana Dhimiram Dasya Gyanandana Salakaya Chakshurumridam Yena Tasmai Shirave Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimad Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Iti Namine Gauravani Gujaraya Tata Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Sri Bhakti Kodayane Namah Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Dinamine Sivasavami Devi Dajaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vidyananda Nibravena Namo Krishna Sarvabhauma Sri Jagannathaya Namaha Manchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva ja Paritanam Bhavamebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Madhvaya Krishna Prema Pujayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurishi Namo Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpati Gopisha Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostute Tapta Ganjana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rijapanu Sute Devi Anamami Hari Priya Dayadam Surato Bhangvamam Namate Kadi Madhyavasya Padam Bhuja Sri Radha Madhava Divya Vendaranya Kalpatumara Srimad Nagara Simhasanastu Isi Radha Srila Govinda Devo Pestari Visegamo Smarami Srimad Rasasaram Vigam Sri Vadadastita Goshan Venu Shanai Gopiya Gopinata Sri Estunam Lilai Tulasi Deva Priyayai Kesavasya Jam Krishna Bhakti Kali Devi Satyavadai Namo Namah Panchadharvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namah Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Govinda Do we have any question or any topic we can discuss? So, not so big. Nityanandini? No? Yes? Yeah, I did you. I did not see the below. What is love? We can ask. What is love? Love is can be developed to a person. It should be. I can love a flower, I can love a car, or I can love my home. But it is not a real love. Love is an exchange between two living beings. Or it must be a living, it must be a response. So, love, what we understand in this material world, it cannot be called love, because it is something temporary first. Or I may love someone because he satisfies my senses. And if he does not satisfy my senses, then I may not love him. I may look for another love, so-called love. But love, this is not real love. This is a kind of sense gratification. I give something, but I have to get something for it. So I love someone as long as I get something from him. Basically, this is the understanding in the material plane. Real love is something, but we don't expect anything in return. It is not a kind of business. Love means I give everything for this person I'm loving. And this is not found in this material plane, because we have forgotten what is real love. By divine love, it is called prema, but in reality, prema is not the exact translation. Love cannot be used. What we call love is more or less enjoyment. enjoying mood or lust. But real love is something what has no end. It always increases more and more. This is only possible on the plane of and the transcendental plane means when we are free from the conception I am this body, I am this mind, I am this intellect. So ahankara, I not identify with this, what in this material world happens. Here everything is based on business, or I give something and I want something, or I steal something so that I get it. Everything is based on this. We are always expecting something in return, whatever we do. So name, fame, profit, this is the disease in this material world. That's because we are fighting all the time. That's because we have all these big problems what we are facing the last years especially. And we cannot experience real love. Real love has no beginning, no end. It is eternal. It is always increasing. But our love, what we call here love, it has a beginning and it has an end. Even if one stays together for 50 years or even more long, it has an end. It has an end in the same way as a dream has an end. So it is an imagination or illusion. It's called in Sanskrit Maya. It is not the real thing. But we are hankering for the real thing. We want the real thing. We want real love. This is the main goal everybody runs for. With money you cannot buy love. All these rich men who think they can enjoy sex life because they have money, you think that they are love, they know what love is. They are just satisfying their bodies and their desires. So they are not able to understand what real love means. Real love means when we develop the love to Supreme Lord, or those who are His eternal associates, who are living in the transcendental plane, where there is no birth, there is no old age, there is no disease, and there is no death. So on this level, there in different levels, love can be experienced according to the individual persons in a highest level. And every position we can develop real love. Is there any description from anyone can give or has questioned or argument?
Unconditional love. Unconditional love is between one.
Unconditional. Yes, yes.
In
the material world, there is an example for this. This is the love between a mother and a child. Because she not expect anything, she just natural, automatically love. So that
Guru Maharaj says that it comes nearest. It is not the same. It comes,
not the same, yes.
it comes nearest. It is spontaneous.
Great idea.
Mother and the child, they are doing things, cleaning the baby without being disturbed, out of love. They're caring, they feed him, they're always caring, they love. Their love comes closely, but it is not real. It just comes close. When the child gets sick or is not there, she always thinks of the child. She always cares. She always afraid something happened. So this anxiety is all this belongs to love. In the transcendental plane, this is manifests with the highest person, with the source of all, of everything. We can develop such a high level of divine love, prema, by when we are getting qualified to enter this plane, transcendental plane. And all the devotees, all those who are living there, they have the same nature, the same. They are never fighting each other. They are always, the center is always the source, the Supreme Lord. In our case, we worship Krishna, Govinda, Madhusudan, Madhav. So many names God said, according to his activities he performs. So all have the same goal. And there's no egoism. Everybody wants to, the first place is everyone wants to satisfy the Supreme Lord. And if someone sees, oh, he's giving him more pleasure than me, then he does not become envious, then he supports this devotee. How he or she can give him more pleasure. I have to help her. So the love is focused on the Lord. And there's no enviousness or no I and my thinking. There's only focusing on the Supreme. And for this we are created. All living beings, what are living in plants, trees, animals, bugs, human, demigods, up to the highest level in this material universe. We are created original to entertain or to please the Lord. He expanded himself. But love can be only experienced when there is no force behind it. So he has given us free will. You decide. So we made the wrong decision. We want to be there who is the enjoyer of the love. So, but there is only one enjoyer. This is Supreme Lord. And if we want to become enjoyer, if you want to become the creator, so we created the situation where we are in now. We come from the transcendental plane, become Brahma, and created, and we are getting contaminated and identify with our creation, what we have created. Now we identify, I am a human being. I am this, I am that, American, Indian, Austrian. We identify with the gross matter. We have forgotten the real, where we are coming from, where the source of everything is. That is our misfortune now. So, the Vedas give us the instructions or teach us how we can get out of this temporary life, disease, old age, death. Nobody can avoid it. No scientist is there who can change this. Nobody can change the nature. All these things are not under our control. We are controlled at any moment by the material nature, by the many assistants of the Lord. They are called demigods. So, and they are in charge that we get whatever we deserve from our past activities, past lifetimes. So we are fortunate to get a human body, so we can hear this. As a fly, or as a tree, or as a dog, a monkey, we may not understand. We are in a form of a living being who is not able to understand philosophical or understand how to come back, how to go back home, back to Godhead. But we get the chance. But how many take this chance? How many are sincere? How many want to get out from this? So we are so much attracted and attached to this material lifetime. Even if we know at any moment it can be finished. It will be finished. But we are not caring what will happen after. What has happened before, we don't care. We are eternal living beings, but this body is not. Whatever we can see in this, everything is temporary. The whole universe will be destroyed one day. And our lifetime, and everything, nothing is eternal here, what we can perceive. And we think this is the only world what exists, or the only reality. This is reality for materialists. For spiritualists, it is just a moment, one lifetime. He is not living in the consciousness of I am body, I am man, I am lady, I am this, I am that. He identifies I am eternal servant of the Supreme. I am meant for this. And my happiness is when he is happy. I cannot get happiness here in the material world. not this kind of happiness, what we are looking for. It is everything temporary. It's beginning and an end. So it is not real. So the Vedas, they are the oldest scriptures, and the teachings of the Vedas, they are eternal. They are, by the creation of this universe, this knowledge is also given. We think now we are very advanced, you know. We can shoot rockets up to the moon or even Mars. We think this is advancement. But in the past, the yogis or the people general, they could travel there. With the mind, they are able to travel and to see. They are not conditioned. We are slaves. We are slaves of our mobile phone. We are controlled by this material nature. Everything is more important than to hear the truth, the reality, the real thing. So science cannot help us. But the yogis, they could do, not yogis, in the past yugas, they were so advanced. Even I was reading as a boy a book from a Buddhist monk. He was Italian, but he was living in the Himalayas. So once he went to Ladakh by food, it's a long time ago. And he had a few carriers from Tibet who helped him. So they helped him, and after a few days or 1 week, one of them, a carrier, he said, I must go back, I must go back. My brother died. There was no handy at this time, no telephone. They could communicate like this. So he went back, he went home. And after a half year, this Lama came also back again to this village. And it was everything, it was truth, it was as he was seeing it. So we have forgotten this sign, we have forgotten these signs. We are so gross now that we have not the capacity to travel with the subtle body, or we do not know what the intellect really means. So we think now we are very advanced, but actually this time is this time of ignorance. Even we try to make this KI, artificial intelligence, you know, you don't have to think yourself anymore logically, and just everything is told to you. But this is also given by conditioned living beings. So everything what you hear, what it is conditioned. It's not absolute. It is not, has no reality. It's everything temporary. So we are in a age now, and this will not take, it will not go on like this. We will destroy ourselves. This is natural. It is like a circle. It goes always like this. It will be destroying, destruction, either by climate, either by war, either by pandemic or whatever. And it will be purified again. When the people have not these things, they come back to think themselves, become using their intellect for the real thing. There's much more than these technical things. It is far more advanced. That's because I say that 1,000 to 2,000 years ago, 5,000 years ago, they were much more advanced than we were in all these things. Because everything is stored in us. We can do so many things, but we are not conscious. We have forgotten all these things. We are living only on bodily conception, bodily consciousness, and mental consciousness, and intellectual consciousness. But it's all the same. It's all connected with the gross matter. We have forgotten the science of the real thing, where we are coming from, where we are going, what we are, why we are here, what is the reason, where is the scientists, who can tell us? This was known to the saints, to all in the past, why I am here, where I am coming from, where I am going. All these things were clear, and they behaved like this. They were very conscious through their action. They are not performing sinful things, activities, so they know that it will come back to me in the past, in the next, in this life or in the next. I have to pay. These are the rules in this material world. You cannot run away from birth, disease, old age, and death. This is why they do not find medicine for this. This is not possible. But they knew it, how to escape in the past, when they were following very strictly the orders of the saints. They know what is this material world. They know what is the transcendental plane, what is the higher planes in this material world. All this was known to them. Nowadays we are covered by ignorance, and real love cannot be experienced here in this mundane conception. I was wondering, the first time when I was in South India in the late 70s, in Rameshwaram, South India. So they were a very holy place, very beautiful place. And I was living in one lodge, for pilgrimages. They had one room, And the toilet was on the first floor, and then it was all the whatever was toilet was comes from the body was run down to the court. And there were waiting many pigs, and they were very happy to get this stool. And if you come near them, they would attack you. So also in Vrindavan I saw this. And in many places, whole India was like this in the early years. So I thought they are happy with stool. They are perfectly satisfied. They will fight for this. And we are fighting also for our so-called happiness. Even there is war, there is pandemic, there is, now they think that everything burns down or everything we will all die in a few years because it becomes too hot. It is a luxury, you know. You think they can control this. No. We are now satisfied, even in these situations where everything goes completely. We try to squeeze and think there is some happiness, and there is something to enjoy here. We're getting more and more, it's taking away the so-called happiness. And still we try to become like big, you know, that one day we will fight for this tool. And we will be happy with this. We will fight for these things. Now it's the same. Nature is like this. Any question or anything? Comments? What should we do? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam, Kalu Nasti, Kalu Nasti, Kalu Nasti, Eva, Gaudiya Anyataha. In this age of Kali, there is no other way, no other way, no other way than to chant the name of Hari, this mantra. We do not know what mantra means. Mantra is a very powerful sound, vibration. You may understand or not, the sound is not coming from this world, it is coming from the transcendental plane. Like this universe is created through sound. The sound was Om. From Om, everything manifested. Sound was the first. If you want to go back to the beginning of this creation, to the Brahman, neutral place, you chant this mantra. It was creating, and in the same way through this mantra you can come back. The same way, if you want to go to the highest transcendental plane, there is this Mahamantra given in this Kali Yuga. It is mentioned in all the Vedas, Puranas, Idihasas, Upanishads. That Harinam, this mantra. And this mantra is Mahamantra. Maha means a big mantra, the most powerful. It's Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this mantra, even consciously, unconsciously, we may chant, not hearing. It will purify us. We will get our mind purified, and we get, we may understand there is something more than this, what we experience in this world where we are now living. In reality, when you see it from outside, where we are living here, that is hell. But we think this is normal. This is Maya, or illusion, ignorance. Agyan. Agyan means ignorance. So we have to approach, or we have to desire. Only the desire may help us. If we want to understand, if we want to get out of this to understand, then the deep desire must be there. Everything else is coming from another side we cannot see, we cannot understand yet. But it will be arranged. It will be guided by some unseen personalities. If you want to be in Maya or illusion, then there are also unseen personalities who take over your mind and using your body just for mad things. It's a dangerous world where we are living now. We have to be careful what we desire, what we are thinking. In the past, thinking can be seen, not with these eyes, with your subtle eyes. The atmosphere was very pure. Now it's contaminated. It is a chaos. But the yogis, even today, they can see, as we can see person, body with these eyes, they can see what is going on in our mind. Why should it not be possible? Where is the science? Where is the university who teaches this? Nobody dares to touch these things because everything would change. It is not the age now. I got the proof when I was there 45 years in India. The first time I came there, I want to know if this is truth, because I was always looking for these things since my childhood. And he showed me I'm one mystic. Nobody would believe this if I tell the whole thing. How is it possible? How these things happen? I was even reading Bhagavad Gita at this time, and 76 or something, 75. Then it inspired me so. And there were some pictures inside, and I saw 3 yogis, one sitting in this stature, and one was chanting and dancing, shaved, and then there was one who standing there and had this big, long hair, so rasta, I think they call it now. Long hair. This time was the time of the hippies, so we liked all these things. So I thought I want to meet him. And I came from Sri Lanka to South Rameshwaram by boat. And we looked for a room, but no room was available. So we went to the train and thought we go to Madurai or to another place. I stood there for 4 hours, I think, in a row. There were hundreds waiting for tickets at the train. Then one rickshaw driver came by and said, "You're looking for a room?" He just asked. So there were so many things, but he came to me. Then I said, "Yes, we are looking for a room." "Yeah, I have one room, you come." So he took us and he showed us in the main street there was one guest house. And then the first floor we got one room to see the big street. Thousands and thousands, always was full. So I was very happy to stay there. And after a few minutes, I looked down to the from the window, a small balcony, I think, was there. And there was exactly this person I saw in there, waiting and looking at me up and said, "I should come." I was shocked. I thought, how is this possible? Hare Krishna. So I was completely shocked. So I thought, no, this cannot be. It is exactly the same looking, same person like this. So he stood there for 3 hours. So then evening came, and always I was looking time to time, and he always thought, "Come down." Then I went to bed, and early morning I got up, and I was inquisitive. I thought, what is now? Is he standing still there, or is he gone? I looked down, and he was still standing there. So after 1-2 hours, he waited. Then, before my eyes, he turned, and he went slowly away to the. Then after 1 hour or so, I went down, and I went also, and around there was one small shop. He waited for me, and he said, "You come with me." He did not speak anything with me. Just he said, "You come with me." And then we went 1 week, about 1 week, to see this an island, Rameshwaram, all the holy places and temples. He did not speak with me, but every day in my mind was coming a mantra. And the next day, another mantra added, another word. Every day. On the 7th day, we went to the Rameshwar temple, a very big temple, very famous, very beautiful temple. And there he was never sitting and never laying down. He was always standing. He was sleeping and standing like this. And very special person. And at the end of the day, he spoke the first time to me. And he repeated what was running in my mind the whole week already. This mantra in loud. So he told me this. And I thought, this I wanted to know. This I wanted to know. And this was something mystic for me at this time. And then there are so many other things. I stayed there for 2 months or something. So many things that I cannot tell all these things. This is, nobody would believe. This was at this time, this was already, 48 years or almost 50 years ago. And this science is lost now. You will find it still in the holy places, you find such persons. But this is not the goal to understand this. This is only one step. This is still material world. We want to go beyond this. So he guided me all this, and he brought me to his guru. And he was very famous in Rameshwara. When he went, there were thousands of people. When he came with his guru, it was like a light, big light, you know. You could immediately see. This is, what is this? What is this? He emanated so much light when he went like a normal person. Yes, and he did not allow me to come too close to him. So he kept me a little aside because my mind was going. Do not disturb him too much. But all these things we have forgotten now. All these things are lost for us. We do not understand. But this was my first experience, practically experience. No, I had before already, but I wanted to prove, I want confirmation. That's because I went to India and see, is this truth? Is it? So now we are finished. Is anything to say on this? Nowadays, I think nobody goes to India for such reasons. It was a wonderful time, no handy, no such things. We could communicate on a different level. Nowadays, it's always lost. It becomes worse and worse. So, this is beginning. If we want real love, experience of real love, we must go to all these steps, to all this, and purify our mind. Otherwise, we would only make disturbance in the transcendental plane. That's because we are not allowed to go there. because it's a chaos. He would just make big disturbance. So I don't know if this was too much confidential or. But we'll stop here. So, Jai Sri Gurudev Nityananda Prabhupada Shubham Paramahamsa Vijaya Stota Sasri Srimad Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Nitai Gaur